Longtime NBA player Elton Brand has officially announced his retirement. Apparently, this retirement is for good. Elton Brand got his start at Peekskill High School in Peekskill, New York, and it says that during his tenure there on that team, he averaged 40 points and 20 rebounds per game, which is simply remarkable. And of course, after high school, he wanted to go to Duke University, a team I loathe, especially when I was younger, because I considered the nemesis of North Carolina. And he was dominant at Duke University. If I remember correctly, Shane Battier was on those teams with him. And I think it was in the spring of 99 or late winter of 99 during the NCAA championship game. I remember they was upsetted by the Connecticut Huskies, which I believe on that team it was Rip Hamilton. And afterward, Elton Brand was drafted by my Chicago Bulls, the first overall pick. That was the year after the championship season. Well, the year after the championship season, the last one. It was a 50-game abbreviated season. We went 13-37, so we were horrible. And we got the first pick, and we drafted Elton Brand. And Elton Brand was one of the better power forwards in the NBA. He wasn't the best, but he was very effective. And I remember he was more of a bulky. He wasn't finesse. He was sort of power. He had more of a power game, but he didn't have a lot of moves. But he was effective, and he would score pretty effectively down low. Matter of fact, I remember it was a game where he made something like 14 consecutive shots in a row. And I think he scored like 44 points. I think it was a Bulls record for most consecutive shots in a game. And he scored 44 points, which went on to become ultimately his career high in the NBA, I believe, as a player. And he shared Rookie of the Year honors with Houston Rockets sensation at one point, Steve Francis. For a while, it looked like the Chicago Bulls would form a possible new super team or new team to reckon with Elton Brand. But ultimately, he was traded after, 2 seasons to the Clippers, where he had his best years as an NBA player. Midway through his career with the Clippers, he changed his game somewhat. He lost weight, worked on his range, and added some more finesse moves to his arsenal. And he had his best overall season, 2005-2006 NBA season. A lot of players had their best years in that particular season, by the way. We averaged close to 25 points and 10 rebounds per game. After his Clippers years, he slowly declined as an NBA player, became more of a role player. Well, the offense didn't totally focus on him. But other teams he played with include, now I'm looking at the list here, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Dallas Mavericks, the Atlanta Hawks. And it was interesting. After the Atlanta Hawks, he retired. But it was his coach, Duke coach, Mike Krzyzewski, who convinced him to come back and play in the NBA. And he played the 2015-16 season with the Philadelphia 76ers. And he had re-signed with the team as recently as last month. But ultimately, Elton Brand felt that, I guess, his body just couldn't hold up for another season. And he announced his retirement just a couple of days ago. And here are his achievements throughout his career. He was a 2-time NBA All-Star. He was on the All-NBA second team in 2006. The year I said he averaged almost 25 points and 10 rebounds. Like I said, he was a co-rookie of the year winner with Steve Francis. Excuse me. He was an all-rookie first team in 99-2000. He won the NBA Sportsmanship Award in 2005-2006. He was a National Collegiate Player of the Year in 1999. the consensus first-team All-American in 1999, the ACC Player of the Year in 1999, the USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year in 1998. For his career, he amassed 16,827 points, which converted over to a scoring average of 15.9 points per game. He grabbed 9,040 rebounds, or 8.5 rebounds per game, and dished out 2,184 assists, or 2.1 assists per game. And do I think that he's a Hall of Famer? If you go strictly by his NBA career, no. I think he was one of the better players, but I think he misses the Hall of Fame mark as far as his NBA playing career is concerned. With the addition of his collegiate career, I think then when you add his collegiate career, which was cut short a little bit, I think he left early to the draft. I think he's a tweener. He was dominant in college. He didn't quite have the career that people thought he would coming out of college. So he's one of those guys that's questionable. See, the difference between Brand and Grant Hill actually for a while exceeded the expectations of what he was expected to do when he came out of college. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a while, Grant Hill was like rivaling Michael Jordan in popularity, at least in the United States is concerned. And he had a tremendous game. Injuries just derailed his career. And he had a pretty good collegiate career. I'm leaning to saying no, he's not a Hall of Famer, but you guys can give me your opinion. Elton Brand calling it quits after 17 NBA seasons.